You Are a Force, an audiobook by Sajimon. Chapter 4, Change Life by Following Principles. You don't have to have a profound knowledge of the forces of the universe, the laws of human life, or other great skills to achieve your goals and live energetically. Whether you know these principles or not, the existence of all things on Earth is under the control of a cosmic force. The natural law of nature is progress. Nature is doing it herself. It is when you work against it that you fail. A lion living in the wild is successful in finding its prey, hunting very skillfully, and eating it. A hawk circling high above finds a small creature on the ground and quickly carves it up, and it is a success for that hawk. This power works spontaneously through all living beings, whether they know the laws of nature or not, consciously follow any laws. The same way, you don't need to know all the workings of your vehicle's engine, gearbox, etc. in detail to drive your vehicle safely. All you need to know are road rules and proper driving. If you act against the motion of the vehicle, you will not be able to drive it. Similarly, if you do not follow the road rules, you will face difficulties. Some individuals are born naturally driven to success through their own efforts without any special training for success. Some have succeeded in their own endeavors by taking valuable lessons from the misfortunes they have faced in life, and the adverse situations that they have faced formed a new beliefs and optimism in them that led them to success. You already have the wisdom you need and the power to act efficiently within you for yourself. So if you continually fail all the way along, then you need a detailed study of your character to find out if there are any elements in your nature or thoughts that prevent the cosmic power flowing through you to your goals. If you feel that you need some changes in yourself, you definitely deserve a change. To make this change possible, you need to understand some life principles. You must always have reserve power in you to give strength to all your efforts. You must build up this reserve with the scattered energy you gather from your random desires. You have many desires coexisting within you. All of them are trying to satisfy at the same time. Just as a river flows under the pull of gravity until it merges into the ocean, your desires continue to flow through your actions and thoughts until they are satisfied. Gather your scattered streams of desire together and allow them to flow only with the desires that are most important to you. It's like you're sealing a container so that the water doesn't leak through the small holes in it. Thus, the power of unsatisfied evil desires in your mind will be used as your reserve power. You need to consciously practice focusing your actions on fulfilling the one or two desires that are most important to you. In other words, if you want to increase the power of your most important desires, you need to combine the power of many desires and transform its power into a single power, just as you connect many strands of rope to make a strong rope. Be it your relationships, work, wealth, art, literature, politics, or health, whatever your desire may be, you should focus on your goal, which is most important to you. If you are attracted to all the desires that arise in your mind and strive to fulfill them all at the same time, you will be like children playing ball on a field without goal posts. You may feel temporary euphoria, but you cannot be sure that you are a good player. In this state, your desires remain only in your mind as mere thoughts and dreams. What you do in a ball game like this is hit the ball where you want and follow the ball again. You need more skill to hit the ball to a specific target, and you have to overcome the strong defenses of your opponents. If you do not have any definite goal in your mind, you will have to live your life on the little happiness that comes from your daydreams you entertain in your mind that never come true. You need to see what is standing in the way of fulfilling your good wishes. It can either be specific to your desires, or maybe it's a personality trait. If your desire flow has to pass through other people or objects outside of you, you must realize that the power flow through you can be interrupted at any time. Let's look at an example. Suppose you are approaching your boss to get something done in your favor. If your wish fulfillment is completely under the control of your boss, then your wish will be fulfilled only if your boss wants to do it for you. That is, if you want things that are completely under the control of other people, you should achieve your desires through more self-restraint and prudence, not in an aggressive way. Many romantic relationships end up falling apart because one person suddenly faces resistance from the other person. Partners get upset when they feel they are ignored by other. Both of their desires to maintain a relationship can only be fulfilled with the full cooperation of both persons. When a person suddenly withdraws his/her care and love is like a situation that occurs when a vehicle that was running at high speed suddenly apply brakes. Same situation created between the two in a relationship when one of them moves away. In this case, as in a moving vehicle, both should avoid overspeed and overconfidence. You must travel knowing that the circumstances on the road you are traveling on are not fully under your control. Find out what activities you can do consistently, cheerfully, and do that work. You can overcome resistance on the path to your goal if you enthusiastically focus on such desires. Desires achieved through such actions will be your true desires. Some people discover their true desires in life at a very young age. They find a suitable field of activity at their young age. Some find it in their middle years. But for some others, it has happened at their old age, no matter when. You are blessed if you find it. If you leave this earth without finding and acting on your true purpose in life, then you must think that your life was a failure. Your strong desire will win. Your strong desire will have the ability to override any of your desires that completely eliminate them if you wanted to. So if you make one desire strong, the other desires will be automatically vanished. Thus, the conflict between these desires will come to an end. The basic nature of your mind determines your success and failure. Many times, you fail because your actions to achieve your desires are unclear and powerless. Is your health most important to you? Is it your knowledge or skills that are most important to you? Is money, power, or fame important to you? What do you need most fundamentally? What can you devote your life to? Will you be ready to face any crisis in order to achieve your wish? Nothing you do will give you complete satisfaction until you find your strong desire. You will always feel a lack of energy if you don't know where to go. Without a sense of urgency, desire loses its value. Jim Rohn. Once you are clear about what your true desires are, you can say that you have opened the way to move forward. If you always feel good and enthusiastic as you walk that path, there is no way you will fail in your endeavors. You can feel universal energy moving through your actions. It is a natural law that you will always have to overcome obstacles in your field of activity. If your desire is strong enough, you will overcome all resistance you face. This way, your confidence battery keeps getting charged as you overcome each obstacle that stands in your way. Your patience and consistency are very important here. For example, when your vehicle is going to a predetermined destination, it mainly needs to overcome the resistance of the air in the atmosphere. Your vehicle's strength and shape are such that it can withstand this resistance, so you can travel smoothly forward. Your experience and ability to drive will help you make your journey smooth. You may sometimes blame fate, circumstances, or other people for your failures. That is absolutely not true. Your lack of knowledge and the structure of your mind is the only reason of your failure. Chapter 5. Desire. Desires are the driving force behind our lives, containing force like an electric battery. They define us and control our lives. Desires can be of two types, benefiting ourselves and others, or harming ourselves and others. Desires that are harmful to others must also be harmful to us. It's crucial to determine which category your desires fall into. Your basic desires reveal through your life. That is your wealth, fame, health, love, beauty, happiness, and peace of mind, who you are. However, these desires can sometimes conflict, leading to constant stress and affecting your power flow. For instance, if one has a desire to be famous as a noble while also having fearful, selfish, and secret vices in his mind that keeps him in a state of flux. For example, a politician who simultaneously tries to become famous by preaching against corruption and taking bribes himself may face a worse downfall than one who only accepts bribes. Therefore, it is crucial to balance your desires and actions to maintain a balanced life. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. Mark 3:24. Bible. If you have the kind of desires that are compatible with each other, then you are strong and happy and can live a fulfilling life. If your desires are at odds with each other, your life is about to collapse at any moment, like a country in civil strife. You are governing your mental kingdom of different desires. If that is divided and in constant fight with themselves, you cannot control your mental kingdom. As you strive for the fulfillment of your desires, the power of desires is moving in the opposite direction. Like an electric storage battery, all your desires have two poles. One is negative and the other is positive. One is radiation and the other is reception. When the power is completely discharged, you feel fulfilled by your desire. After power discharge, the flow of energy through that particular wish of yours stops temporarily or permanently. That means you are satisfied. You have been electrically discharged. If you want to resume the activity, you either have to wait for universal energy to flow to your desired battery again, or you have to artificially stimulate yourself. For example, suppose you wanted to visit a particular place for a long time. One day, you got a chance to visit that place. Here is your wish fulfilled. The power that held your desire is temporarily discharged. Now let's look at another example. You are at a party with your friends. You have been longing to use an intoxicant for some time. Now you get a chance there. You fulfilled the urge to use an intoxicant once. Now your desire power has been discharged. If you use it a few more times later, gradually, you develop a desire to use it again and again. It has become your habit. In this case, your desire battery began to charge and discharge continually as you consumed that intoxicant. Here, your desire becomes so strong that it consumes so much of your brain power. If those desires are against your will, they gradually eat away at your life force through a variety of tendencies, impulses, and actions. One side of your mind will start to resist your habit. This creates a conflict in your mind. Force flow starts in you constantly, like a steady stream, when you have a tendency to repeat an action. It is crucial to be aware of addictions and avoid consuming these things as they can eat away at one's life force. Let's look at another example. Suppose you want to instill the habit of reading in yourself. For that, you buy your own books or take membership in any reading clubs. You started reading books every day. Gradually, you develop a habit of reading in your free time. Thus, reading has not only become a pastime for you, it has also become a part of your life. From the above examples, you have seen how your desires become your character. That is, it has become clear that you can develop any kind of character in yourself if you desire it sincerely. If the flow of your energy flows through desires that are beneficial to you, that is, if they contribute to the survival and growth of yourself and others, then you are a force in yourself. End of part 3.